One, we're now going to begin the Public Safety Beer and Regulated Beverages Committee meeting for August the 4th. And I will start by, I'll need a motion for this. Pursuant to Governor Lee's Executive Order number 16 regarding electronic meetings as extended by Executive Orders number 34 and 51, I make a motion, or somebody make a motion, that this committee meeting agenda consists of essential business of the Metro Council, and that meeting electronically is necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the Tennesseans in light of the COVID-19 outbreak. I heard a motion. Second. All in favor? Okay. Now let's take roll very quickly. Pulley here. Johnston, I see you here. See Councilmember Nash is here. See Councilmember Rosenberg and Councilmember Swope and Councilmember Taylor. Is Councilmember Roberts present?
Yes, I'm present.
Okay. Is Councilmember Vercher present? Councilmember Vercher. Okay. Looks like we have almost everyone. So I will begin. I have a little technical difficulty, so Councilmember Johnson will take over if something happens to me along the way. We're going to start with Resolution 2020-431, Bradford, Welsh, and others. Request Mayor Cooper to include a representative from the Community Oversight Board, a representative from community organizations and advocacy groups, and a representative from the Fraternal Order of Police on a committee to select the next chief. And there also is a proposed substitute. Do I have a motion?
Motion. So moved.
Probably. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Councilmember Bradford, are you here?
I am here.
I do see you there. All right, Councilmember Bradford, I'll turn the floor over to you for discussion of the resolution.
Thank you, Chair. So I attended the meeting we had on Friday where we had some questions answered to Mr. Button from the mayor's office. And he confirmed that basically what I am trying to do with this resolution, the mayor's office is already making plans of doing so already. He did state that I'm waiting to get further confirmation that my understanding of what he said is in fact the case, that they are planning on working with some of our local organizations, that they have a list of 24 groups that they plan on reaching out to. So with that being the case, I plan on indefinitely deferring this bill tonight.
All right, do we have a motion from the committee for indefinite deferral?
So moved.
Definitely for this.
Okay. I don't see any discussion, so all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Now we will move to the last item on our agenda, which is BL 2020-378. Stiles is the sponsor. It amends the Metro Code pertaining to the annual training requirements for police officers. Do I have a motion on this? Is there a motion?
Motion.
So moved and probably second. Is Councilmember Stiles present?
I most certainly am. Thank you so very much.
All right, Councilmember Stiles, your bill's on the floor, so I'll turn it over to you. Go ahead.
Thank you so very much, Chair and committee. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Am I okay sound-wise?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So the purpose of my bill is to make sure that the training that's taking place, we're being clear in regards to diversity and inclusion training that's taking place during the year, as well as augmenting the mental health training. Police are being called out to do social service calls, and they're not trained to do that. So right now, they're only required to have an hour of training. So I'm just adding an additional 3 hours. Some of that training is being done, but it's not being called mental health training. And speaking with Deputy Chief Kay Loki, I've discussed this bill with her. We both agree being transparent about what trainings are taking place, having them posted on the website, which is ultimately going to take place, will go a long way, I think, in starting to bridge the gap in what the public understands about what the police are doing and what's happening right now.
Okay, all right. I see Councilmember Nash, your hand's up. So Councilmember Nash.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I see we have Chris Gilder on here, and I was wondering if he had any comments on this. Then I have a comment or two of my own.
Sure. Chris,
Yes, sir.
the floor is yours.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Sure can.
Okay, great. So, yeah, I would like to say that, to start off, we certainly support the principle behind this bill. In fact, we train in these areas already. Of course, there is the charter issue that's at hand that's been raised by the council office. But starting in 2016, we actually sent every single officer through fair and impartial police training to address bias. And that's a massive undertaking because it was an 8-hour course, and we literally pulled everybody out of their assignment in order to send them through that training because we felt it was so important. And since then, we've sent every single officer through that training that's come through the academy. And of course, they do other courses like Mobile Diversity Seminar, which is an 8-hour course that's hosted by the Human Relations Commission. We send them through Verbal Defense and Influence, which is a de-escalation training and is aimed at improving communications with people in crisis. And so each year, though, officers have to go through a state-mandated 40-hour in-service training that includes a variety of topics, including use of force updates with less lethal weapons and whatnot. But every year for the past 5 years, our in-service training has included a block of instruction on response to mental health crisis. And in fact, it's actually been taught for several years by our partners at Mobile Crisis who respond to these calls with us. So it's not just officers out there making these determinations. We utilize Mobile Crisis in those calls, and they've been a great partner in that. And so we believe strongly in educating officers on these issues. The problem, I think, with this particular piece of legislation is the onus that it puts on us with respect to the number of hours that are going to be required, and the fact that it is every single year that number of hours would be required. We have that 40-hour mandated training, which is required by post and law to maintain certification. And to fulfill the requirements of this ordinance, it's going to have the net effect of pulling 6 additional officers from their assignment each day in order to do this. And as you likely know, we're about 124 officers short right now. So that's the fundamental issue that we have with the bill is the particular number of hours and the fact that it's every single year, not the nature of the training. That's something that we support and that we're, in fact, currently doing. So.
Thank you, Mr. Gill. Appreciate that. Councilmember Nash, you have further questions?
I do. Thank you, Captain Gilder. I do appreciate Council Lady Stiles reaching out to the police department and conferring with Commander Loki and the like. However, given the meeting we had last Friday, we're in the midst of picking a new chief. We have a policy committee that is going to be advising the police department in the very near future about policy that the mayor's putting together. And given all that, I would ask that the council lady think about deferring this bill right now. Let's see what happens with the new chief. Let's see what happens when this committee of the mayor's office comes through with some policy. And then we can look at it again. I hate to get ahead of folks that are working hard to bring together a lot of training and policy advice.
All right. Councilmember Stiles, do you want to respond to that request for a deferral?
Yes, I do. Thank you so very much, Chair. Councilmember Nash, that is a very reasonable request as we are about to be in flux. It would make sense to defer, and I would be okay with deferring for the time being and bringing it back. Although I actually would hope that I could have some influence in the conversation that would make it a lot easier and not have to put this back up again, but thank you.
Chair, I move for deferral.
Do I have a second?
Seconded.
Any discussion on the deferral motion? I see hands up. Any discussion on the deferral motion? All right, seeing none, all in favor of deferral, is your deferral for one meeting?
I'd like to do it for 2, please.
All right. Okay, there's,
Sorry, can I say something? So aren't we choosing the chief, or that announcement is supposed to come in what, September or November?
But this announcement's October, but when is the policy conversation taking place now, to your statement, Councilmember Nash?
Chair, can I amend the motion to an indefinite deferral? And
Seconded.
sponsor can bring it back.
Oh, I think we lost Russ, so I'll take over.
Thank you, Chair.
So the motion is to defer indefinitely. Can I get a second? Is that friendly, by the way, to?
Second.
Chair, the motion's on the floor and it's been seconded.
Okay. He's just texting me that I need to take over because he's lost connection. It's been seconded. Okay. Any discussion on an indefinite deferral?
Yeah, good. Madam Chair.
Yeah. Councilman Rosenberg, you have the floor.
Thank you. The question that you just asked, Madam Chair, is an important one because if it's not a friendly, then it requires 2/3 and cannot be brought back without going through a separate Rule 24 vote. So, the question about whether Councilmember Stiles actually wants an indefinite deferral or not is an important one.
Okay, Councilor Stiles, would you be in agreement with an indefinite deferral, understanding that you could bring it back at any time, but that way you're not subject to any specific date, so we know that there's whatever policy discussion or chief of police choosing or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. This also gives the sponsor more time to collaborate with the police department, and so that this doesn't interfere with any policy recommendations and the hiring process and those conversations for the incoming police chief.
Okay, awesome. Thank you,
Yeah,
Councilor Stiles,
it puts this body, Chair, and I appreciate the sponsor's work on it. It puts this body not in an antagonistic manner as it relates to an incoming chief that may want to come and implement his or her own policing policies. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Council Lady Vercher, as well as Stiles, for being open to this. And so at that, I don't know that there's any more discussion. Are we ready for a vote?
Thank you.
All those in favor for an indefinite deferral, aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstentions? All right. Indefinitely deferred. And that is all that's on our agenda. And so that concludes public safety, beer, and regulated beverages. Thanks, guys.